One of the best assets for the museum is actually its entrance. Somebody referred to it as a portal, and I think that's exactly what it resonates with me as. Every time I come, it's one of the most wonderful experiences for me, because it's such a difference in my feelings of when I left the bottom to when I arrive in the museum at the top. I arrive here excited about what I'm going to see.
It was an amazing space to walk into, and you can just see how much effort has been put into all the displays. Just so much to look at. You always feel like you have to come back twice just to take it all in.
I think that there's something really special about holding an object, which you can do here, in your hand. It's a bit like Blake, you know, to hold the world in the palm of your hand, to see the world in a grain of sand. The Old Operating Theatre Museum holds a special place in my heart for teaching and learning purposes. I'm involved in bigger projects, both with UCL and Oxford, around the benefits to students, all students, not just clinical students, but university students, experiencing learning in spaces such as this. You'll be pleased to know there was lots of benefit. Slowing down, experiencing the space totally unique, and being able to touch and have literally tangible links to, I think, as far back as the 13th century here. As well as benefiting from the aspects of critical thinking and comparative thinking that humanities provide, there is also this very important aspect of their personal well-being.
For some of the children, it was the first time that they've even been to a museum. It's something that they still talk about now. I've never seen so many faces light up. The children absolutely loved it. So they was choosing herbs, they was grinding herbs. They made their own tea mixture. They made lavender bags as well. They still talk about it now. To see their faces, the smile and the memories it brings back for them is amazing. I just found that quite powerful, that you've got this museum on your doorstep that no one knows about. When children don't get to go to museums and it's there, we should encourage them to come all the time, and I can't wait to bring another look back.
Old Operating Theatre is one of these absolute gems that every area wishes they had, and we're so lucky. London Bridge has over 60,000 people working and commuting into this part of London. Instead of that mundane, get on the train, access your place of work, sit behind your computer, have your lunch and repeat going home. This opens up a completely different world to people. When they see and can appreciate the heritage of London Bridge, that this is right on their doorstep, that they can access this, it brings out a different way of looking at the places that you're working in.
There's something very special about the Old Operating Theatre Museum space because it links my students just across the road here. They are part of the history of St. Thomas's and Guy's. They're making history. I hope they'll leave us, be influenced by the sort of cross-disciplinary learning that they've been doing in places like this, and they'll be change agents for the future. The links from there to here, since the Old Operating Theatre Museum is part of that same history of St. Thomas's. So it's fundamentally important.
When we first entered the operating theatre, the first thing that comes into your head is that you're having an operation in there and what it would be like. And it's quite scary. There's a slight smell in there, and even though you know there's no operations going on in there at all, there haven't been for a long time, but you feel like it. So it leaves you with that excitement, and I suppose, and a little bit of wonderment. It's really exciting.
We're absolutely privileged to have the Old Operating Theatre, which is the oldest remaining part of the St Thomas Street Hospital. And as we look to the future, which is going to be developments of further taller buildings next to the shiny new Shard, we need to remember that this is actually the beacon of London Bridge. This is where our heritage comes from.